not sure why I was there either. Like, bird deck has to be on hail or rain team. It just is too slow otherwise. It still doesn't focus, unfortunately. But the Gimmick is in his house, probably sleeping or something. Alrighty. I've seen many Porygon 2s today. And some of them are live switched, so... well, we're gonna see how that works out. Kangaskhan has scrappy ability to fake out the ghost ups, but it doesn't really... I don't really care about that, honestly. In this team, at least. Aqua VGC, good luck, have fun. We're gonna see how that will work out here. If that's Porygon 2 plus Ghostly, then opponent goes for Ally Switch Totemon, I'm probably gonna flip out at this point. Now, what could that be? That could be Self-Sucker Punch into a weakness policy. Yeah, the piggy is awake now. Candelina! You know what, because we're probably gonna be double Dynamax in this turn, I'm probably gonna switch to Vendilion Camera. That's the name of the Gimmick. Okay. So I'm gonna try to get speed superiority after turn 1. I'm gonna try to fake out the Kangaskhan so opponent cannot get the Sucker Punch on opponent's Dragapult if he can, probably. That's the game plan. So we're gonna be probably double Dynamaxing, so I'm switching the Gimmick Camera here. I think I'm gonna get in this Cucumber. Opponent Dynamax's first Bottom, as you can see. This is supposed to be Cucumber, but it's green and the green screen behind me, so... doesn't work out that well. Yeah, he's hungry all the time though. He's hungry all the time. Seeing how he's being fed up in this. We're gonna be switching back to switches in a second. Like how it happens first. This could be inner focus as well with Sucker Punch, but it isn't. Good. Opponent actually goes for Max Vermin here. Which doesn't one-shot me because I am a bulky Dragapult. And this might be a... this might be a Life Orb Dragapult because that damage was pretty brutal. This is definitely Life Orb. Calm Mind minimized Blissey. Yeah, believe or not, Calm Mind is very necessary on Blissey nowadays because it cannot win against the timer without it. So actually run Calm Mind chance if you can. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the Healing Wish play here again. I'm gonna go for Max Guard. You're gonna see the Ally Switch play work out again next turn. For me, refilling my health to full. Minimize is a lot of fun. I might do it on Troll Tuesday, like I'm gonna play some Minimize team at some point as well. We're gonna be trolling people after all, so... Max Guard as well, that's very confusing. Healing Wish, and what is that? Double Edge into my Dragapult to knock it out? Yeah, I'm gonna be ally switching into these Dragapult into the Healing Wish slot next turn as well, so I'm gonna be actually getting my health back on Dragapult to absolute full next turn, because that's how mechanics go in this format. And yeah, by the way, Jigglypuff is completely immune to opponent's Dragapult. Because it has normal typing for its ghost typing and fairy typing for its dragon typing, so it has to max air string, for example, in order to just get some kind of value out of it. Okay, so we're gonna go for max Whirlwind into the Dragapult. We do not want to play with the fire here. Opponent gets a double max guard. But I don't actually care because I'm gonna go for Dragon Darts next turn. Yes, it's Clots, but I actually do not care about the item. I was meant to use Witchery, but I actually don't care about the Clot's ability. Also, you see, the Healing Wish healing my dragapult back to full health. Unfortunately, we did not get the attack drop on Kangaskhan here, for example, so... Yeah, by the way, yeah, Kangaskhan is scrappy, so it actually hits ghost types with its normal and fighting type moves. It's pretty much the ability for its side. If I had helping hand on this Jigglypuff, I would be very glad, but I do not. So I'm just gonna go for Protect with it, to get more pressure with a Light Switch from it. What we got in the backing? Diddy? Okay, I think I'm fine with that. Is that Toyuka's switch? If I had to guess, it would be. It's just Torkoal. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna be doing massive damage here either ways, because this dragapult is +2. Dragon Darts. Good. Yeah, good damage onto the Kangaskhan. Good damage onto the Torkoal as well. But it correctly targets down the dragapult slot here with the double edge. And this is most of the time when the game plan kind of falls apart, because I do not have enough resources to do the damage with dragapult. If I could have went for like, if I knocked out at least the dragapult last turn, I would be able to blitz through this team a bit faster, but now I'm unable to do that. Also, Jigglypuff is slower than the Torkoal, so we're gonna go for Disable, to hopefully disable something useful. Dragon Darts, knocking out the Kangaskhan, perfect. Yeah, but the Togekiss in the back is the scariest thing at this point. We're still doing massive damage to Torkoal. It's... Oh yeah, I remember. We speed style with Torkoal. Not burn me, thank you. We speed style with Torkoal because we are actually both base 20 speed with Jigglypuff. Ooh, Rillaboom, okay, that's gonna be a bit of a... Okay, so Grassy Terrain comes up first, so that's good, because we're gonna be able to capitalize on that. Next few turns. Now this is gonna be knockoff Rillaboom, and I'm willing to guess it probably is. We probably actually are to it KOing the... We're knocking out the Torkoal here, so I'm just going to go for a follow me here. We're definitely knocking out the Torkoal here. It might be a roll, but I would probably guess it. We just knock it out. It's probably a knockoff from the Rillaboom here, thanks to it's not switching out, so it probably doesn't have any other game plan. But we really need to actually knock out the Torkoal here. As we do, perfect. Perfect. So do you not want your name DD here? That would be perfect as well. But it just gives for Grassy Glide. It's probably a choice ban at the Grassy Glide, looking at that damage. That was a lot of damage. We're probably actually winning this game now, when I'm looking at it. No, yeah, we're definitely winning this game, because we're outspeeding the opponent's dragapult thanks to our speed boost. And I'm not risking anything, I'm just gonna go for follow me here. Yeah, I'm not sure about minimizing this, but it just basically shrinks its size. But like, it's like one of these things you just don't think about in video games, right? Like if I would think of how the Galar citizens fit into such a small city, which is mostly shops, I would probably go insane. Like, do not think about these things, it's video game, alright? They just say something and it's just like that. Like things like, where are the farms for the food for the Galar people? Where are the sausages made of in the Galar region? Just don't ask these questions. It's better to not ask, for example, about the sausages. Just don't ask. Just act like it just is from soy or something like that. Oh yeah, we win this game actually. I'm very happy about that, because this game plan worked out perfectly, as it should have been from the start to finish. With the Healing Wish play as well, and some hacks from opponent's side with double max guard. So perfect, we're fine and we're winning this game. Should offense with no investment. And then goes very well along with the Assault Vest. Oh well, what is this? I had Braviary plus Repairer team last time as well, so this might be a... I had Repairer Braviary team yesterday on the stream, and I'm pretty sure this is a max speed Focus Sash Repairer. I'm actually very sure of that, very convinced it is. I would go with the gothitelle mode if there was any Intimidate, but I don't think gothitelle would be as efficient without Intimidate. Yeah, this is competitive gothitelle, by the way. Braviary is not getting banned. It was like 19th in usage this month and like below top 30 in usage like last month. Braviary was found to be useful again like 2 weeks ago, so it didn't get banned in time. I'm probably going with dragapult Lopunny mode because it's the least expected mode opponent probably wouldn't predict. And I will go with Indeed here. I might regret this mistake if opponent has Urshifu Dark type in the back, but I'm gonna go with this and let it slide anyways. I'm gonna let it slide. Braviary is not getting banned. Also, you see the guinea pig here? He really digged into this hay. You can see this? He really likes the hay. He really likes it. Okay, so Psychic Surge, Braviary. Braviary actually punishes dragapult like crazy. And this is something Braviary is not gonna have in this next format. It won't have Gyarados Intimidate in the next format. It won't have Incineroar in the next format, and it won't be able to punish dragapult in the next format. So I think Braviary is not gonna be even nowhere as useful as in this format. I'm still going to go for Brutal Swing, but I go for Max Airstream, so opponent doesn't actually just assassinate me with one hit from Braviary. This might be even helping head or something, I'm not sure. Coming from Indeedee. So I'm going for the safe play here. Putting this for Tailwind. And look at that Tailwind, that's Choice Scarf Braviary for you. Because it outsped me with my Pokemon, and this might be choice. This definitely is a choice specs Indeedee as well. Okay, so the memes have begun. Yeah, Braviary, by the way, for this on the work can outspeed even max speed Dragapult if it has max speed Choice Scarf. Would be jolly. But okay, so opponent goes for Choice Scarf Tailwind. Would probably suspect that opponent normally Dynamaxes Braviary next turn as well. Thanks to the Dynamax breaking the Choice Lock. Kind of negating the disadvantage of using Choice Scarf sometimes. Okay, so it's a Dark type Urshifu, okay. So I'm gonna try to get the Healing Wish play off, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be successful in that. We're gonna see. Max Guard blocks the Unseen Fist from Urshifu, by the way. For this unaware. Max Guard still blocks that. Opponent would have to G-Max the Urshifu. G-Max Urshifu, which opponent clearly can do right now. Yeah, that's definitely what opponent will do. No, it's Braviary, thank god. Good. I mean, it's bad anyways, but I guess it's just much more playable than if the Urshifu would have Dynamaxed. Urshifu. Max Guard. Let's see if we get the Healing Wish off. I wouldn't count on it. But if we do, this would have been revolutionary. And opponent gets Max Restream. Anyways, yeah. So Choice Scarf Tailwind turn 1. Turn 2 go for Dynamax. So I think my game plan is something along the lines of getting rid of Urshifu and letting the Braviary to get locked into the max airstream in, the Talment in late game. Is probably my game plan now. And also hoping that this Urshifu doesn't have like Focus Sash or something, because that would be horrible for this dragapult to deal with. So let's see. I'm unsure of what opponent does here. Opponent could also predict the life switch, but I don't think that if with Friend Guard, Wicked Blow should not finish off Dragapult. Because of the Friend Guard, it's pretty good ability, you know. But the life switch is always predictable in this spot. But it looks like the life switch did its job pretty well here in this slot. In this time at least. And it's Life Orb, so we are gonna get the knockout with the... But this is not a knockout because we got a Friend Guard. Nice, perfect. Friend Guard really pulling through here. We're gonna get another max airstream off. Perfect. That's a knockout. Unfortunately, the Jigglypuff's defense was also lowered, so next max airstream into that slot is definitely gonna knock it out. But what's good is that because we've got +2 speed on Dragapult now, we should be easily able to outspeed whatever is in the background, that being the Repairer with Focus Sash, presumably, as I suspect from the start of the game. I'm really not sure what to do here, no. Probably will go for Perish Song, but... No, actually, wait a minute. The Braviary is gonna be locked in the Talman indefinitely for the next turn. Next turn on. I'm actually not gonna give up yet. I'm gonna try to go for like Protect. Here as well. To possibly take at least one hit. And then we're gonna be trying to focus on the Repairer slot all the way from next turn on. So let's see how that will go. Next airstream might just knock out a Dragapult from the from below from the Protect, but the opponent didn't go for that. Fortunately, I was supposed to say. Earthquake, yeah, as expected. Pretty standard play. Now, I'm again not sure if the Repairer should outspeed the Dragapult if it's at +1 speed and also gets Talmud next turn, which I cannot stop. We'll go for Phantom Force here. Should be probably outspeeding still though, because I'm +2 speed. I do outspeed the Repairer, nice. We're gonna try to get a Parry Sling off. But Earthquake should actually knock out Jigglypuff here. But we got Indeedee in the back that should probably finish off the Repairer in case of emergency. Yeah, I really should have brought Primarina into this game. Verdant has disappeared from the battlefield, so we're gonna get more expanding forces from this turn on. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, expanding force should definitely finish off the Repairer here. And opponent is indefinitely locked into Talent, as I suspected it's a Talent choice curve. Yeah, expanding force should definitely finish that off. Earthquake has no business actually killing me here, because I feel this Indeedee has. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Is that choice band then? Maybe it is. Because I think I'm like almost max defense. But yeah, we knock out the Repairer here because expanding force is totally balanced move. And yeah, this is just choice scarf Talent all the time. Yeah, choice scarf Talent. Perfect, so we win this game. Nice, nicely done. Nice. Let's switch to Vandelina for a second here. He is kind of resting now. He ate some food. He has some interaction from me, hopefully. Vandelina! And he's just taking a rest now. But he thinks I'm gonna give him some food. So let's give him some food. Yeah. Okay, so we are up against this team. So at first glance, I think this is going to be a Psychic Seed of Havoc and Pinch Running with Raichu combination as well. Now, I'm very well prepared for this combination on this team, but I think I'm gonna be able to deal with it somehow. With the standard mode of this team. Yeah, I almost want to bring in my trickery mode. Which I actually might do, because the dragapult could possibly proc the gothitelle's competitive. So let's try for change of a pace, let's try to go with the trickery mode for once. So let's try doing that this time. It's unfortunately going to be a Pinch Running plus Raichu lead, which is perfect interaction for something like my lead. But I don't think the Lopunny would have survived rising voltage from the Raichu anyways, so this is not a horrible lead by any means. It could have been better, but... I don't think. It would have been better in the long term, and... I also suspect this to be Electric Seed Pinch Run. It's somewhat common among Pinch Runs to run Electric Seed nowadays. So let's try to go for a play here. Let's try to go for Max Mindstorm turn 1. And let's go for Protect with the Indeedee. So I suspect the Rising Voltage is going to go into that slot. Instead of a Gothitelle's. Yeah, we got Max Darkness as well to knock out Raichu next turn, so that's my game plan for next turn. Just go for a Max Darkness into the Raichu. Unfortunately, Lopunny goes for Rising Voltage correctly into the Gothitelle, but it tags that like a champ. We just simply one-shot a Pinch Run? That had to be critical hit. Or is really the... Is really Gothitelle with Life Orb really that powerful? Probably. No, it doesn't get one-shot. It barely missed the knockout. But that's fine. I didn't expect it to knock out in the first place, anyways. Here, Rising Voltage is gonna get the power halved now, because there is no electric terrain. So yeah. This is a competitive Gothitelle to throw some people off. Sucker Punch, that's not gonna work in this. Nuzzle, that's a very good play, because that could enforce some hacks. Spanning Force is still gonna finish off the Pinch Run here. Apparently opponent didn't want to switch the Pinch Run, for some reason. Probably not worth it for his long-term game plan. And we get a Max Darkness off, that's perfect. Cool. Now, for the last two Pokemon, that is gonna be the most decisive thing. What's in the back? If it's male Indeedee plus Havoc, I'm more than happy to say I'm probably won this game. But if it isn't, it might be something like the dragapult plus Togekiss combination. You might need to follow me away. Yeah, you need to follow me away the following away the max phantasm or the max dragon, and we actually get a competitive boost out of that, so an opponent probably doesn't expect it. Oh yeah, that's why opponent didn't switch, because he thought he was shadow tagged, so there is no point in doing that, but actually he wasn't shadow tagged. So I just pulled a sneak on the opponent. Pulled a sneak one on you. Oh, actually, Toga gets down in maxes. That's interesting. But as you have seen from last game, Primer Double actually tanked that hit very easily. Tank gets hit pretty easily. For me, so no BS happens. Shadow Ball. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I wouldn't really like seeing that hit more. Gothitelle. I'm not sure if the max Mindstorm actually finishes off dragapult here, but it probably doesn't. I should have went for max darkness in retrospective. Does it again leave it in like 1 HP? Or does it actually knock out this time? It actually does knock out this time. And with Marina in the back and Jigglypuff, it very soon we actually win the game here. That's very nice. And we didn't even get to show the competitive boost. Kind of was low-key hoping for the dragapult to proc it on me. Yeah, it looks like one game then. So I'm probably gonna switch to my in the camera. That's the name of the event, Gimmick. Actually. There still will be some interaction required here, so I'm not gonna switch yet. He's not awake anyways, I think. I mean, he is awake, but he's just sleeping or just resting. I think I'm gonna take him out today, the Gimmick. Well, I'm actually taking him out like every day, but I'm definitely going to take him out after this stream, because the Gimmick needs some kind of like fresh air and to just run around and just at least cool off a bit. So I'm going to definitely do that after this stream. Yeah, Primer now wins 1v1 against this Gimmick quite easily. Because of the assault blast item. I'm still surprised the opponent is not giving up, but this could have been like non-ice beam for the Marina as well. So getting through that would have been a bit more difficult. Okay, that's a weakness plus Togekiss, but the Dynamax ends now. How old is he? He is 4 years old now. He's quite old. So he kinda got used to the surroundings now. He really likes his cage. So this is one of the reasons, for example, why I do not want to get him a bigger cage, because he's just so used to this. He lived in this cage for like 4 years now. And this was like the largest cage there we got for this game. Like, this was the largest cage in the whole shop. Whole pet center. Unfortunately, so we couldn't get a bigger one. But I think this one is like okay for one Gimmick, but not so much for 2 Gimmicks. That's just why I'm gonna definitely get 2 Gimmicks next time and a larger cage, definitely. Much larger cage.